So today we are going to discuss the basic principles of forensic science. So when we talk about principles, the science is always based on some principles. So the reliability, the consistency, the validity of this science is always based on some principles. Okay. Then forensic science is a combination of different branches of science. So it has also some principles. So on the basis of these principles, we can say the forensic science is accurate in a certain way, or forensic science is reliable. It has consistency. So we can say only on the basis of some principles. So we are going to understand some basic principles of forensic science. Okay, the first principle, the most important principle of forensic science is Locard's exchange principle. So this principle is formulated by a French scientist, Edmond Locard. According to this principle, every contact leaves a trace. That was the basic thing behind this principle. Every contact leaves a trace. That means if a criminal or his instruments come into contact with the victim or the surroundings of that victim, it definitely leaves a trace. That was the basic thing behind this principle, exchange principle. Okay, then for example, if a criminal enters the premises through a ventilator, he leaves his prints, his fingerprints in the dust. So later, the experts can obtain that fingerprint from the dust using scientific techniques. So that was the most important principle of forensic science. Then individuality. Individuality is another principle. That is the human-made things like coins, currencies. Everything has an individuality. And in the case of fingerprints, even the two fingerprints, even from the two fingers of the same person, have ever been found to identical. So individuality is the another basic principle which leads this forensic science in criminal investigation. And another principle, that is the progressive change in evidence. That is everything changes with the passage of time. That was the basic principle, basic thing behind this principle, the progressive change in evidence. Everything changes with the passage of time. The criminal undergoes progressive changes if he is not apprehended in right time. And the scene of occurrence, that means the crime scene, it also undergoes rapid changes like the weather, the vegetable growth, and the living beings that make extensive changes in comparatively short periods. So, longer the delay in examining the crime scene, greater will be the changes. After some time, the scene may become unrecognizable, and the objects involved in a crime, that means the firearm, other metal objects. So the firearm barrels loosen and the metal objects rust, and the shoes suffer some additional wear and tear, and the tools acquire new surface patterns. So the degree of change depends the particular object. In the course of time, the object may lose all practical identity. So this is also the basic principle which followed by forensic science. And comparison. Another basic principle is comparison. According to this principle, only likes can be compared. Only the likes can be compared. So, such as a fingerprint analysis, ballistic examination, and DNA profiling are used to establish connections between evidence from a crime scene and suspects. So, the DNA or the fingerprint obtained from a accused person is compared with the traces received from that crime scene. Both are compared. This comparison make a crucial it gives a crucial evidence in the investigation of crime. And the role of probability, another basic principle, is that the probability, this theory is an essential tool in forensic investigations to assess the likelihood of events or the significance of evidence. The forensic scientists use statistical analysis and probability calculations to evaluate the strength of evidence and provide expert opinion in the court. Understanding the probability helps in making informed decisions regarding the evidential value of the findings. So, these are the things we can say the principles of forensic science.